Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is the pattern drafting of a basic bodice block with sleeves for a baby of 1 to 2 years old. I already have this video on my channel, so I separated the pattern drafting part because of this tutorial for easy access. So if this is something you're interested in, then keep watching. On the shoulder line, I placed half of the shoulder measurement of 4.5 inches and I came down 5.5 inches for the armhole level. So I'm placing these 5.5 inches on the other side, and I'll do the same with the shoulder measurement below to help me square out these lines correctly. With my tape placed on the shoulder line, I went out 2 inches for the neck width and I came down 1.5 inches for the neck depth, and I connected these points. With my tape placed on the shoulder line, I will go down 1 inch for the shoulder slope and I'll connect it back to the neckline. I will find the midpoint from that shoulder slope point to the bust level and square it out a little, and on that point I will come in by 1/2 inch. On the armhole level, I will place 1/4 of the chest measurement of 5.5 inches and I will draw in the armhole curve. With my tape placed on the shoulder line, I came down 9 inches for the half length of the bodice and I'll square out this point. On this line, I will place 1/4 of the waist circumference of 5.5 inches and I'll connect the points. I will also draw in my neck curve and our front bodice is complete. For the back bodice, I have marked my zip allowance and labeled it, and I've also cancelled out the other lines so that we don't get confused. On the shoulder line, just like we did in the front, I'm placing half of my shoulder measurement of 4.5 inches and I'll go down by 5.5 inches for the armhole level and I'll square out these points. On the shoulder line, I went out 2 inches for the neck width and I came down 0.5 inch for the neck depth and I'll connect the points. With my tape on the shoulder line, I will go down 1 inch for the shoulder slope and I'll connect it back to the neckline. I will find the midpoint from the shoulder slope point to the armhole level and square it out a little, and on that point, I will come in by 0.25 inch. On the armhole level, I will place 1/4 of the chest measurement of 5.5 inches, and with these 3 points, I will draw in my back armhole curve. With my tape placed on the shoulder line, I will go down 9 inches for the half length level and I'll square out this point. On this line, I will place 1/4 of the waist circumference of 5.5 inches. I will connect this point to the armhole level and draw in my back neck curve. At the center back of the bodice, I will come up by 1/2 inch to remove any bulge or folds. I will blend it back into the line and that completes our back bodice. The sleeve length for this dress is 11 inches. I will mark that and square it out. The cap height is 2 inches. I will mark that and square it out. And on that line, I will place half of the arm circumference of 4.25 inches. And on the band, I will place half of the band measurement of 3.25 inches and I'll connect this point. For the sleeve curves, I will measure the armhole curves on the bodice. For the front bodice, I have 5.1 inches and on the back bodice, I have 5 inches. So with these numbers, I will go in and draw in my front and back armhole curves till it corresponds with these numbers. I have here my front and back armhole curves drawn, and as you can see, the numbers corresponded. I will go ahead and add seam allowances on this sleeve and on the bodice, and that's a wrap for the pattern drafting. If you find the video helpful, do not forget to like, share, comment, leave all your questions in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. A bientôt!